Hey everyone, welcome back to Angie in Real Time. Today we are going to make homemade cinnamon rolls. I think they are better than cinnamon. Let's see. Okay, so it is my son's 10th birthday and he loves cinnamon rolls. So we're making him that for his birthday breakfast. So I'm starting out, okay, they're not completely homemade. I'm making the bread dough and everything else, but I'm using store-bought frosting. That's okay. Okay, so we are starting with a fast white bread recipe. I have kind of already started. I'm gonna show you what I put in there already. This is from The Joy of Cooking. If you do not have this cookbook, get it. It has everything you could ever want to learn how to cook in it. I did not know how to cook, so it has helped me a lot. So we did the fast white bread recipe, so you don't have to wait for the yeast to dissolve and do all that stuff. So it's quick and easy. So I am doubling the recipe for these cinnamon rolls because I'm making a giant pan of them. I'm gonna flip this around and show you guys right now. Okay, so I've got my dough started here. It is not complete yet. I'm still adding flour to it. So I have added so far, and I am just gonna tell you the single recipe instead of the double that I'm doing right now. So it's 2 cups of white flour, a tablespoon of sugar, 1 package of, you can use active or quick dry yeast. It does not make a difference. And then 1.5 teaspoons of salt. So you mix that all together with the standard KitchenAid, I called the triangle dough mixer first. And then you're gonna add to that 1 cup of hot water, so to activate the yeast. So that has to be between 115 and 125 degrees Fahrenheit. So 1 cup of very warm water. Check your temperature to make sure. And then 2 tablespoons of melted butter. I used Kerrygold butter. Okay, and so that's the point I'm at right now, and this is what the dough looks like. I'm gonna lift this up so you can see it's pretty sticky still, okay? So now the next point we're gonna do is add the extra flour so it becomes unsticky, okay? Okay, so there we go. And you're supposed to add this a cup at a time. I am doubling this, and this is a total of 1.25 cups of flour you're adding in after all of your wet ingredients. Okay, and it says a quarter at a time, but you know what? I don't have all the time in the world. My kids are coming home from school, right? So I gotta get going. So here we go. Okay, and this thing's I'm double this batch, so it's gonna start rocking and tilting and being all crazy, but that's okay. Just gonna get this mixed together. I gotta get another, I would think, probably cup of flour into this thing. So, okay, let's do that. Add a little more. Scrape it down. Oops, I'll do it in here. Because I got only 2 hands, right? Okay, you can also, what I used to do before I started making bread dough and things like that, I would buy the freezer bread at the grocery store. So you can also do that. There's nothing wrong with that. You just have to let that rise because it's frozen. But I found this to be easier when I have time. So, okay, I'm gonna just add a 1/2 cup of flour at a time. Here we go. I'm gonna get this all incorporated, and I will turn this back on when it is done. All right, so I just wanted to show you guys now I have incorporated most of the 1.25 cups of flour, and it is elasticy now. I'm gonna, I didn't stir all the flour in all the way because I put on the bread attachment, that's what it is. And I'm going to start, instead of this is where if you weren't using the KitchenAid mixer, you would knead your dough for 10 minutes by hand. Or in this case, I'm gonna use the KitchenAid mixer for this. So I'm gonna start kneading this, set the timer for 10 minutes, let it go. And in the meantime, let's go. So it's just gonna keep going, into a ball, kneading it. I'll push it down occasionally because I do have 2 loaves in here, so it's gonna get a little out of control, as you can see. All right, so I've got another bowl over here. I have put cooking oil. You can use, sometimes I use coconut oil too because it adds a coconut flavor to the cinnamon rolls. So I've got this spray in here because when I transfer after the 10 minutes, I'm gonna put it in here to let it rise. And then I also have my Kerrygold butter softening right now to put on the cinnamon rolls. Last thing, this giant baking pan, it's a little bigger than 9 by 13. It's probably more of a lasagna shaped pan, but it works great for cinnamon rolls. So this is another Aldi purchase. Out of all my cooking stuff like Le Creuset, this is the best Crofton. I don't know why, but I love this pan. So if you ever see these again at Aldi, please message me and tell me because I'm always looking for more. Okay, so I'm gonna put cooking spray in this also in a little bit too, because that's where we're gonna place and bake the cinnamon rolls. All right, guys, it's been about 40 minutes. So I let my dough rise in the bowl. It doubled in size. And I am slowly rolling it out now. It does maybe need a little more 10 to 15 minute rest. I think the yeast got kind of overloaded and it isn't stretching. So we're gonna give it a few more minutes. All right, I've got this all rolled out and we wanna make it, you know, almost like it's bigger than a 9 by 13 pan, but the same kind of shape. It's okay here. This is just getting really thin here, so I didn't do that. But okay, so we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna next spread the whole, seems like a lot of butter it is, but it's gonna make a lot of cinnamon rolls. I'm gonna spread this whole thing of Kerrygold butter on it. All right, I'm just gonna put you guys here so you can see what I'm doing. So I am spreading all the butter on. Make sure your butter is really, really soft. This has been sitting on the counter for about an hour because you have to be able to spread this perfectly. Please don't mind my dryer right now going off. Huh. Okay, I'll shrink down so you guys can see me. So have you guys been doing a bunch of spooky stuff on the weekends? Write in the comments what you've been doing. Has anyone gone to like Universal Horror Nights, Six Flags Fright Fest? What have you guys been doing? I want to get to Six Flags again. We went and tried to do Fright Fest the other night, but it got a little crazy. Someone broke a window. So we were like, we're out. Anyways, let me know what your experience at Fright Fest is at Six Flags. Maybe you guys have never experienced that, but it got a little too crazy for us and we were like, this is not cool. So, but Boo Fest was really great during the day. This weekend too, I think we are trying to go to another event that's local to us. It's called Halloween Legends and Lore. So we will show you how that is. Okay, so I've got all the butter spread out on my giant dough, you can see. Next, I'm going to do the layer of brown sugar everywhere. Try to evenly do that. Okay, and then my really good friend too, she taught me how to make these. And you can also put chocolate chips on them. So sometimes for Christmas, we'll do them like super fancy. And add chocolate chips too. But don't go too crazy on the chocolate chips because they melt. Okay, I'm just gonna try to use up the rest of my brown sugar and not put any more in. This might not be enough sugar, we'll see. It looks pretty good. Okay, so layer brown sugar. And finally the cinnamon. So let's go liberal with that too. All right, there we go. So it's all done. So I'm gonna do this the long way here, roll it up. Keep rolling. And we got this big, pull it back so you guys can see it, big giant log here. Okay, beautiful. So no. Some of them are gonna be a little different shape, that's okay. Okay, I've got my giant pan I told you about before from Aldi. Gonna spray it. Remember, you can use coconut oil if you're into coconut flavor. That really adds the extra fun. I'm just going quick with my butter spray today. All right, and let's get a giant knife and get these babies in there. Okay, and use a sawing action when you cut them too. So here's the first one. about that size. Probably you can do 1.5 to 2 inches high. Fits perfectly. 2 inches is right perfect to the size of my pan. I'm gonna saw all these quick. You see the beautiful swirls. Yay, super exciting. These are delicious, but they are very, very sweet if you're not into sweets. And I do them in rows of 3 so they have enough area to proof and rise again. That's what we're gonna do next. There we go. Okay, and so it didn't quite fill the pan, so I'm gonna just spread them out a little bit. I'll show you in a second. So they have room to so here we go. Got them a little spread out, and now we're gonna let them rise for another 30 minutes, and then they're ready to bake. All right. Okay, so I have my oven preheating to 375, and these are gonna go in. They have been sitting here for about an hour rising. You know, all these things seem a little fussy, but like when it's rising, I just take a break, and we went for a walk right now. So, you know, before when it was rising into the dough ball, I was getting some laundry done, whatever. So it sounds fussy, but you just leave it and go. So 375, and these are gonna cook for 24 to 27 minutes. They might a little longer because they're super large ones. All right, guys, these cinnamon rolls are out of the oven. They look amazing. And then I am just gonna go easy and put this Duncan Heinz cream cheese frosting on them in the morning. So they're perfect, easy. It was a total of 27 minutes in the oven. Enjoy.